Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just giving you a little preview. I was gonna go live. Well, there was a halo right here. It was very bright, but unfortunately, it faded out. I did get it with the 4-digit K camera, and I had a time lapse going with the tablet, so I captured it. Plus cameras with my iPhone that we're on now. But it's gone, unfortunately. It was pretty epic. It's been cloudy all day long, and there was no spray whatsoever. Uh, Chat's going to be a little bit of an issue because I turned my phone sideways, landscape, yes, and of course the chat is very small then, so it's going to be challenging to talk with you guys. Let me try. What happens? Nope, orientation is locked. Okay. Well, I know for next time. I think the chat would probably be slow enough for me to be able to keep up. This is the first time I've actually gone live on a mobile device. So unfortunately, you can't do it until you hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm a little over 2,000, and I've never tried it. And I was like, let's do it. I got all cameras rolling. You guys are gonna have to sound off if you want me to know who's here, because I have no clue. I just see 8 people are here. But I'm out here in my cold weather gear on the way home to my usual. This is my usual spot where I make videos, and you know, I haven't been here long, but I've been so busy setting up cameras that I didn't notice that the fields were quite green. You know, for March, late winter. I think the last time I recorded here, late fall, these fields were green then. So now they're starting to spray. Maybe they have been above the clouds all day, I don't know, but that halo was not because they sprayed. It was on from, oh, it's there a little bit. Yeah, right there. Right here. That's the outside edge of the halo that we see, which is a magnetic field. For example, see, the spray has metallic elements to it. And hello, Think Chair and Animal Mentality. You're the first 2 people I've seen your names. So the aluminum properties or metal properties of the spray is like 1 part like the ferrofluid in a ferrocell. And if you've ever, well, a ferrocell is just 2 pieces of glass with a ferrofluid liquid metal shavings, microscopic, in the fluid, squeezed between 2 pieces of glass, and then surrounded in LED lights. And then you put a magnet below the glass. Then what you will see is a 3D representation of the magnetic field, the actual magnetic field, because the ferrofluid is reacting such a fine microscopic metal shavings that we can see so much more detail with them. And we've learned a lot from ferrocells, and when you see a sun halo, we know the energy is hitting Earth. That's going to have a magnetic field because energy flowing always creates a magnetic field or electromagnetic field. So, like as I said, the spray is the ferrofluid, and the sun is the LED, and the atmosphere combined with the spray is like, it shows you, it behaves like a ferrocell. So it isn't ice crystals, because up there in the, well, let's see, there the planes are spraying probably top of the troposphere, maybe stratosphere. I don't remember the elevations offhand, altitudes. You know, stratosphere, either way, I believe is a fairly constant temperature all the time, so it would always be ice crystals, right? Or not, if it's fairly consistent. Anyways, I don't really want to get into spray. We all know they're doing it. Stratospheric aerosol injections if you're interested. Anyways, that's old news in itself. But the ferrocell is a new realization of mine that I share. So, and it makes way more sense than ice crystals. I've seen a sun halo from ice crystals as a kid. It was very small and white. But this, the halo now these days are gigantic, colored, mind-boggling, and normal these days. Yes, normal these days. Let's I think my 4DK camera is only doing video clips instead of one continuous recording. Really. Well, here's another form of energy flow. The halo is one. But we don't have the ferrocell situation here. This is energy that's in our atmosphere. And here what I'm talking about, this is a little bit better example. Like they look like waves, like ocean waves or waves in the sand from the wind blowing it. And here we have clouds reacting all kinds of, that's just another type of energy flow. Example of it, actually, I should say. You can even see the waves, rhythmic waves in here. Many examples are out there of natural phenomenon once you understand electromagnetics. It's not man. It's not HAARP. HAARP works vertically, bounces back to the earth. Yes, ionosphere heater, but it's still bouncing back to earth. And when it has to go through the troposphere and the stratosphere to get the ionosphere in the thermosphere, you still got to go through electromagnetic fields like this. Now, the clouds are just showing us that magnetic field by reacting, energy moving through matter. Since the waves are kind of running this way, that means the energy is flowing this way. Just like if wind was blowing across the sand, the waves would be, the lines would be, with the peaks and knolls would be running this way. So, same thing. The clouds would tell us. FAA cams are in very poor source of information for data, simply because every outdoor camera has a clear plastic lens in front of the camera and surrounding the camera to protect it from the elements. That lens, and I made a video using this phone and the 4DK, which is 4K camera. I like saying 4DK. I'm listening to this funny mechanic on YouTube, and the way he talks is funny. So 4DK, 4,000s, 4 digits, K, 4K, 4DK. You gotta have fun, man. We are living in great times, and in the sense of the beauty we get to see and understand. So I'm still here. I got my cold weather gear on, so I'm just gonna keep on going until the light fails or I get cold, but I think the light's gonna fail before I get cold. Yes, that's halo images because they are spraying more often. The one that I was looking at earlier, there was no spray yet. That one was a naturally formed halo, but all the pieces are still there. It doesn't have to be spray. But as in FAA cams and webcams, I mean, they're great. People are looking, but like I said, that there's a enclosure that protects the camera, and that gets, and it's clear in front of the lens, but then that gets covered in dirt and water and all kinds of things. Spiders, bugs, you know, they make their webs, and then that causes all kinds of things. I mean, the cameras alone, they're not like nice cameras or anything. They're cheap, just enough to do the job. But so therefore, you're picking up camera anomalies. And I know all those, the Death Star, even I recorded the Death Star in my video I did on that, where I took a clear lens. It was a welding lens. It was perfectly brand new. It still had the film on it. Wiped it, and it created all kinds of things. Even added water, and I created the Death Star right in front of everybody in the video. So that's my deal with webcams and FAA cams. They're not worth it. There's so many things that are coming just from that thing alone, the clear plastic enclosure. Then you have digital compression on top of it, because of course the IT guys got to make that packet as small as possible so everyone gets their stream as fast as possible. Or you have unhappy viewers of your camera, your webcam. So there's a lot that plays into that. Really, it's, if you're interested about something, don't listen to anybody, including myself, and just go look it up. It's not hard. Google's great. DuckDuckGo, Bing, whatever your preference. And I'm just going to keep panning around. Let's turn into some great examples. I mean, until the last 3 years, never saw this clouds act like this. They didn't shred apart or look pulled apart. When the wind came by, hey Daniel, I caught somebody's name. You know, this looks like someone grabbed it with two hands and pulled it apart, where, you know, like when the wind was moving it, it would just move together. You know, it was the cloud mass of multiple small clouds or a few big clouds. They all just moved together. They didn't look like they're jellyfish or being shredded and ripped apart. But electromagnetics explains all that. It does, because that's what our whole universe is governed by, electromagnetics. Everything, every aspect, including you, your body, your heart. You know, I always said I was an introvert, you know, and I never thought I'd be standing here live on YouTube running my mouth for the last 15 minutes. Never. Wow. The red should come here shortly. Give it another 10 minutes. The horizon back here will turn pink, then purple, and then it'll move, make its way back all the way over here with the red, and then it'll turn pink and it'll turn purple. That was never a thing. That's something that happened every day until now. Never saw this until now. Never saw wave clouds until now. Never saw electric haze until now. Oh, I wish I could show you. Well, some people in Catfish Glass Eye saw some pictures I took yesterday of the electric haze, where it's 45 degrees outside and it looks like it's 90 degrees outside, you know, with the summer humidity, you know. But it's 45 degrees out, and it's been like that for 3 years. It's never gone away. but I just wasn't making videos. Man, this is gorgeous. Well, sorry guys, for the people that joined in, I can't turn the aspect ratio has been locked. I can't turn and get to the chat. I'm stuck with the bubbles popping up and that's it. So, sorry about that. This is my first time going live on my phone. So, we're just gonna roll with it this time. Don't really have a choice in the matter. I hope everyone can hear me okay. I haven't heard any, ooh, here we go. Haven't heard any comments about it. There we go. Cheshire Grand Moon phase. And let's just go straight down and show any possible skeptics that I'm tilting the camera. You can see the power lines running horizontal right up to it. Now, for those who don't know, that is the view of the moon from someone who lives at the equator. I live in Virginia, and I am standing in Virginia. So there, see, we're starting to see some of the horizon colors change. Colors coming in there. The pink and the purple. Yes, and that green field, and it's March. Last time I was here, I think in November, it was green. There was corn. These fields have corn. And yet, there is no evidence of corn. Because the grass grew up over the, what was left of it. Alright, sorry, let me back up. Yeah, this is the time where you guys can get pictures with your cell phones on the moon. If you're wanting to wake people up with the moon, this is a great time to get cell phone pictures. Right after noon moon, it's up during the day a lot. Now, every day it's going to be less visible during the day and more visible at night until full moon. And then full moon, it will become, what is it? Less, obviously still invisible at night, but less and less because it's starting to chase the sun. So until it pops out where it is now, and now it's following the sun up during the day. It just has to move far enough away from the sun to make it visible. You know, probably tomorrow or, well, tomorrow is supposed to rain all day and on the East Coast, and Friday. Here's some wave clouds down there. That doesn't show up well. Yeah, I actually have a time lapse running on the laptop or tablet and my 4DK camera running, but I think it's just chopping my videos up into blocks because it keeps beeping and starting the timer over. Where is it? I can't get it. Over there. Oh, it's behind the clouds again. I mean, even these formations. Hey, it's a heart. Two-sided heart. You know, sure. These types of like cloud formations are new to me. I actually have a coworker that was a little bit of an enthusiast about clouds, and he was telling me he does not recognize these clouds we see now. I mean, obviously we can determine they're cirrus or cumulonimbus, but you know, the way they are shaped now is really different to him. I woke him up with the moon. Another coworker, I told him about the moon. He came back while I was in New Jersey, and he got all excited about the Force from Star Wars. Yes, that is true. No, nobody I know personally has those kinds of abilities, but knowing that everything, magnets, every magnet is governed at 1748 hertz, so every magnet's displaying that frequency. So knowing that every atom is a magnet, so therefore every atom is a magnet, so every I get excited, and I'm a salivator, so it makes it harder. You know, my saliva gets in the way of my mouth, and then my brain works faster than my mouth. So, wow. Basically, with the help of the Chandra instrument, satellite, and X-ray, we've seen the proven suns on a string, an instantaneous action at a distance. That's well known. So we know that everything is connected, so therefore we're living on a magnet. I'm a magnet. Everything else is governed by magnets. We're all connected with all those things included. 1748 hertz is the governing frequency. Everyone notice that these clouds are just sitting here? Ooh, the details coming in. Nice. It's almost like a bird. Kind of a wing and the tail. We've had a heart here, bird here. No, love is an emotion. At least initially that's my first response, Daniel, but you know, I hadn't thought about it like that. If it's electromagnetic, is it a response or a signal? I'd say no, because it's, if you just think as a parent, no. I get you, Daniel. I just hadn't thought about it like that, you know? There's just so much to think about, you know, in every aspect. And I just find myself trying to relay that foundation, that's understanding that instead of gravity, it's electromagnetics. And then all the questions you've ever had as a kid or as a young adult all of a sudden fall in. It makes sense. All those questions get answered all of a sudden. It's like, oh, wow, is that simple? Hey, Todd. Yeah. CB, I gotta understand frequency. What's frequency, CB? Answer that for me, please. I'm gonna put you on the spot, but I'm doing it kindly. I'm gonna ask you. Please tell me what frequency is. Oh crap! I'm getting away in my camera, my other cameras. Oh well, I photobombed. Close, but nope, Daniel. No, haven't seen. Gotta think a little differently. Frequency. It's a simple thing like cups or millimeters. Ooh. So much going on. This beauty happens every morning, every day now. All right, see you, Catherine. Thanks for joining, and you're welcome. Frequency. Yes. Yes, frequency. Correct. A form of measurement, a unit of measurement. So, knowing that, on your last statement where you used that frequency, does frequency make sense now? It's a unit of measurement, just like cups or 1 foot, 1 kilometer. It's a unit of measurement. Frequency is raising, yes. The size of the wave is increasing, yes, but a lot of it would throw it around as like it's doing something. It's because of frequency the grass is green, you know? Or because of frequency those clouds are doing that. No, it's not because of frequency. I'm not trying to like pick on anybody, but that's just something I'm noticing, and CB, you just happened to brought it up, and so I wanted to talk about it. So that's that. 43 people in here. Thank you very much for joining, everyone, on my first live show on my phone. Yeah, still at Cheshire Green Moon. Hey, Dr. J. Things, and simplify things down, you know? Go back to the basics. It's really, you really gotta get back to the basics, because your foundation that you were taught, we're all taught it. We all learned the same thing, you know? Different level, about different information, different things, you know? Hey, we all have our life, but we've got to go back before school. Kindergarten, I'm sure, was probably fine. Preschool's fine, you know, you're teaching your ABCs, but when you start learning other things, you gotta start right there again with the understanding of electromagnetics. Yeah, hey, thanks, Wayne. I know. I've always considered myself an introvert, so I don't, you know. I agree, this is better than yapping on a video that then I gotta upload and title, and it's already titled. No, Captain. I'd say not. I think that's, you know. There's a lot of distraction stories out there. Some of it is people that didn't really do a good job researching what somebody else said. So, and then they repeat it. I call those parrots. Whether, you know, it's it's never involuntary, but by neglect, maybe, you know, it gets repeated on. But and then there are these sources of information that are willingly and knowingly telling you complete hogwash, like Gina Colvin Hill, or whatever her name is. That woman knows exactly what she's doing, and it's my opinion that she's running in a social experiment to see who will actually believe her. And that's just all I'm going to leave it with that. That's all that really needs to be said on that subject. Or Claudia Albers. She's just in it for the money. They get paid to flat out lie to you guys, lie to us, I should say. I'm not trying to separate anybody, including myself, because we're all in this together. So I'm not trying to. I knock the people that are deliberately lying. I won't go after the channels. Not like live the life to go after channels, but hey, Shanka. But you know, if a channel is blatantly misleading people and profiting or doing it for enjoyment, yeah, if I find out about it, I'm going to point it out. But, you know, there are channels out there that, unfortunately, due to their neglect, they are spreading the same information, and they, you know, they trusted someone or had their beliefs, and that's cool, but it doesn't help. It just doesn't help. Really, you just gotta just look it up. Eric people complain about how Eric does his videos, he doesn't relay anything. Actually, he relays a lot, but he gives you the roadmap like Tiamat. Yes, he didn't go into any of the results, but all you have to do on your own is go to Google. You're already sitting in front of your computer on Facebook and YouTube anyways. Go to a search engine and type in Tiamat. And you will learn about the 3 accounts of what happened with Tiamat. Whether they're true or not, that's the accounts we have. So if you have a channel that's saying, oh, it's Tiamat, it's Tiamat, it's Tiamat, but you can turn around and type in Tiamat on Google and find all the accounts and all the information available about it, and it says, they'll all say destroyed, destroyed, destroyed. Now, one way or another, doesn't exist anymore. The Van Allen belts or part of it is Earth. It doesn't matter. It's not there anymore. So how could it be doing anything? And those are just examples. You know, a lot of channels get harped on, but there are some that just need it. They're not there. They're there for their entertainment or their benefit. I'm dealing with a guy on my channel. His name is Bruce, and I'll name him. He's doing it for his entertainment. And that's the kind of response he's getting from me. So, well, you can't stack frequency on top of frequency. So, there you go. There's your answer. How's everybody doing tonight? I am having fun. I'm a boring guy, but you know, I'm having fun, so it's not boring. I am so happy to see that 46 people have joined me. Oh, 45. No, I'm saying, no, the Van Allen belts are, I may have said Van Allen, but I mean the asteroid belt. The asteroid belt outside of, what is it, in between 4th and 5th planets. I'm brain farting on the planet names. It's ridiculous, but I am. But anyways, it's been a long day. I get up at 4:30 in the morning and get back home about 6:30 p.m. And if I was to get 8 hours of sleep, I'd have to be in bed and asleep by 8 p.m. Okay, cool, Johnny. Hey, just a heads up, I'm more of a literal words person. Some things are just gonna go over my head, and that's okay. I live with 4 sarcastic people, and I don't like sarcasm. I mean, I'm not sarcastic at all, really. I can be when I have fun, but yes, thank you, American. The asteroid belt. The accounts will say that the asteroid belt was Tiamat, or that part of Tiamat is the asteroid belt, and the other part is Earth, and that's where the water oceans came from. The third account I haven't heard yet, but the one where just Tiamat's destroyed, or the one where they make it, you know, they talk about severing in half, and the arms, the upper half becomes Earth, and the bottom half is spread out, creating the asteroid belt. So, yeah, that's why I was like, I got it. You guys, everybody kind of, shoot. Well, I keep wandering in front of my cameras. Oh well. There was a halo. Wasn't any spray yet because we've been cloudy all day. So, and it was down low, and it was bright red, orange, and it was just a part right through here. It's just this little corner where the inertial plane was, where the sundog position was. But it kind of spread tall a little bit, and it was only on the one side. Obviously, it's an optical effect, but light is energy, and therefore it falls into the energy laws. Whoa, my battery is going to die. Okay, so we're going to make it until the phone dies, or close to it. And guess what? These clouds are still here, even though they've changed shape a little bit. And they've moved some. Yes, they do spray at night. What would cause a bent rainbow? Well, I don't know. I know a double rainbow is 2 light sources, because we're seeing 2 different spectrums. The normal and then a pastel spectrum, which that's from Horus. We live in a 3-sun system. The Earth is on its side. Oh, okay, so here I am in Virginia. We have an equatorial view of the moon, meaning someone who lives at the equator normally sees the moon looking like this, not Virginia. So, to do that, the Earth has been tilted on its side back in 2010 by one of our 3 suns named, well, one name is Ra, or the Dark Star. There's other names. Blue Kachina. Horus is the red Kachina, or the Destroyer, or Herberculus, or... Notice I did not say Nibiru. Yes, Nibiru is there, but it is not the cause of our issues. When you understand electromagnetics, you'll figure that one out. And I'll explain it anyways, but because I don't want to leave you guys like I won't explain something. Okay, so our solar system, for example, well, we have 3 suns, but we all know about the one we see every day. And it's 9 planets. So the way those, or why the planets orbit around the sun is because the sun is a magnet, and its magnetic field will determine, based on the magnets that are inside the field, where they belong, where they'll go. Now, I haven't proven it, but, like the rock planets, our planets, Venus, Mars, Earth, they are rock planets, essentially. So they're denser, therefore your magnetic field is different. It's going to line up differently around the magnet sun. The larger planets are gas planets, so their density, so therefore their magnetic field is different. So knowing that the main magnet in the Hallback Array is the sun, and we are the other magnets orbiting, okay, and the other planets. So a planet coming in that solar system, its energy has to overpower the main magnet, the sun, in this array, okay? Long term, so therefore, yes, if something got close, sure, for a short amount of time, could slightly change something or bump something, or not bump as in contact, but slightly, affect something short term. But the Earth has been tilted on its side for 10 years, because that's how long the moon has been rolling from our perception here on Earth. And the sun is doing it, and the planets are doing it around. I've got pictures of Jupiter and the sun with sunspots rotating around. Obviously the moon, that should be a no-brainer these days, but no, not yet. So that's our indicator why our view has changed, because the Earth is on its side. Now to get back to, now I remembered, Nibiru, for example, or any planet, is not going to hold us sustainedly on our side for 10 years. This is not changed. It's held for 10 years. I have seen pictures, but I didn't get to look and see multiple as early as August 2010 with the moon roll. So we're still sticking with October. All right, 10%, guys. I've probably got 2-3 minutes. So, and once you understand that with sun magnets and solar systems and how they work, and this applies to, you know, every atom in your body and every atom in existence. The same rules, same laws, from the molecular to the galactic. All the same rules apply. Everything's all complicated. We need scientists to tell us, to explain to us the most simple, basic things that they think we can't figure out, or they're dumbing us out down. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just say sun is set. We've got some great views, some great evidence. It's the Earth is tilted. The moon is still doing what it's always done. So is the sun. So is all the other planets. But we've turned, and that's not so hard to believe, considering Uranus is on its side. They want to say something struck it. No, electromagnetics. So, okay. Check into our ancients used to tell us this too. So we can learn it from them, and we can learn it now. Alrighty, let's see if I can figure out how to turn this dang thing off. But until then, I'm gonna keep talking. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday afternoon, or Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, depending where you are. I'm gonna go home and rest to drive my work vehicle to Richmond tomorrow. So, talk to y'all later.